What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today is Thursday, March 26, 2026. I'm going to be going over the one trade I took today that was break even, that profited me $4. Before going into the trade recap, it'd mean a lot if you guys could like and subscribe. I'm on a journey to get 500 followers by the end of the year. Just tracking my journey of trading and trying to provide information for anyone who is new to trading or anyone who just wants to follow my journey. I do apologize. The quality is going to be a bit bad today. I don't have my ring light that I usually use that provides like a nice light source for lighting. So I do apologize on the quality, but yeah, let's get into it. So going into today, I was leaning a bit bearish. We did have a nice breakout of this range. We had this data low here from this big, from this big move we made up on Monday. ES also left this internal low. We traded right to it and left it. So I was pretty bearish towards there. We were also respecting bearish PD rays and trading lower coming into open. And yeah, I would just like to see us continue down, take out that internal low on ES and maybe get a rejection from there. I did also note that if we did disrespect bearish PD rays, I could see longs up to the unfilled 1 hour we had and previous session highs, as well as the unfilled 15-minute we had above. And yeah, so let's get into what happened. So off open, we did end up coming down and resweeping this low here. There was a 30-second play that actually ended up playing out very nicely. The reason why I didn't like this play was because of the fact that ES, like I said, had that internal low, and it was a bit risky, in my opinion, to take a 30-second short, especially that since ES was trading so close to this low here, and we were just pretty bearish. I mean, overall, we were trending down bearish. We did have a 15-minute CISD that I saw, and I wasn't very confident in that. We did have the 15-minute here that we did end up respecting, but at the time of me taking the trade, we were not currently just respecting it, but obviously it did play out. It was a nice trade, but just not really high conviction for me. So yeah, that is what it is. We did end up trading higher here. I tried taking this 5-minute inverse here, but the fill was very, very bad, and I just knew I was gonna get break even just because where the fill was. And I don't want to hold through this without being protected, because we could easily reverse off these gaps here, this internal high, whatever it is, these 5-minute gaps here, we could reverse off of that and continue lower. But yeah, I did get my confirmation that we would head higher, because we did end up trading higher and reverse the 1 hour at 10 a.m. We did end up opening up a 4 hour when we did this, but I was definitely leaning bullish at this point just because of how we were trending. 9:30 took out these lows here, manipulated, and we were trending higher. So I was simply looking for continuation longs towards previous session highs, and yeah, we did end up trading into this discounted 5-minute gap, which is where I ended up taking my trade. And I think this was a beautiful setup. We got a very strong displacement out of here. A very nice V-shaped recovery, 1-minute inversion here, and this is where I entered. Break even at this internal high here, and then targeting previous session highs or London highs. We also got that 1-minute CISD, not the cleanest, but definitely just adds to the confluence. Definitely a beautiful trade, in my opinion. The only thing that wasn't really good about it was the fact that we opened up this 4-hour gap. It's hard to see because of my drawings, but we opened up this 4-hour gap, and as soon as we took this internal high, we would be trading in that 4-hour gap, and we were still respecting this 15. But I was confident with how we were trading that we could trade up to this high. Definitely in hindsight, the way delivery has been later in the session, it hasn't been delivering the best, but this was at 10 a.m. and I think we could have definitely had enough volume to trade higher. being that this candle was basically right at 10 a.m., closing that 1 hour gap, and we could have volume from 10 a.m. open to trade higher, especially after we made a manipulation move down into that discount to 5. But that's not really what happened. We ended up chopping around a little bit here, trading down back into that inverse into this 1 minute gap that we made here, this BPR, and getting a nice rejection out of there and wicking out that internal high, and then obviously break even there. And then from there, we didn't end up delivering. We just chopped around for the rest of the session. Obviously, I do not want to be in this. And then ultimately, I would have gotten stopped out if I didn't go break even. And then from there, this is after session, we did end up trending lower and took out that data low that I was talking about earlier. I'll pull it up. We did end up taking out that data low that I had pulled out earlier. But yeah, that was pretty much it from today. Not a bad day in my eyes. Obviously, I wish I could have caught the 30-second, but it just wasn't very high confirmation for me. So I think I played this day well. Didn't make insane profits from it, but it is what it is. We got Friday, and we got obviously the rest of the year. So not worried about it. Overall, good month. Green on the month. Only had one losing trade so far. Don't want to jinx it, but doing very, very good this month. So hopefully we can continue the momentum going into April. So yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys when I take another trade. Hopefully, I'd like to be posting another informational video soon. So stay tuned for that. But I'll catch you guys later.